Family medicine like it used to be, affordable, personal, and looking to the future.
Eye on Sun Valley's Athlete of the Week is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Patrick Buchanan, agent.
Welcome to the Board Bin. Since 1988, the Board Bin has been supporting Sideways Sports with the best selection of snow and skateboards in Idaho. We have a great variety of rental packages of top quality to choose from, and so much more. The hottest in snow sports, fashion, a women's boutique, an extensive shoe collection, a kids department, and even bathing suits. The Board Bin. Fun in the sun, fun in the snow, gifts for the entire family.
I'm Michael David with Eye on Sun Valley Sports, and it's my pleasure to sit down and visit with our Athlete of the Week, Luke Rizzo, Sun Valley Ski Education Foundation freestyle team member, Wood River Wolverine. Luke, congratulations. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Well, we wanted to have you on here because you've been killing it in the moguls this season. Tell us a little bit about that discipline of the sport that you do and how it's been going for you.
Yeah, so I compete in mogul skiing.
Right.
It's basically just a run of moguls that goes straight down, and there's 2 jumps on it.
Right.
And that's it, you get scored for jumps, turns, and airs.
Right. So it's kind of unique, I think, as a sport where your speed and a race to the bottom is part of it, but there's also judges judging you. Kind of explain that to us.
Definitely, it's really not like any other aspects of the sport in that way, that you get judged 20% on your airs, 20% on your speed, and then 60% on your turns.
Right. So the turns, as you're going through the moguls, that's weighted a lot more than the jumps and who crosses the finish line first.
Yeah.
How do they judge? What are you trying to do when you're in those bumps to score high?
To score high, they want to see you have your knees together.
Right.
They want to see those pinned, and they want to see a good turn shape.
Right.
They don't want to see you just sliding into each mogul. They want to see an actual turn over it, where you complete the turn over the backside of the mogul.
But and there's pictures behind you right now showing some of the amazing air that you get. I got to think, even though it's only 20%, that you can still excite and influence the judges by really sticking a jump too.
Definitely.
Right? Tell us about some of the different jumps that you do off the.
So my top air is usually a flat 3, which is like an off-axis backflip, I guess, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. So a flat 3, what are you doing in the air?
I do a Japan grab in it, which is where I grab under my leg.
Yeah.
And then, other than that, it's just like floating.
But is it 3 turns? Is that where the 3 comes in? So you're doing 3 turns in the air, grabbing it. Incredible. How do you get good at that? Where do you learn to do that? You don't just go out on a jump and I'm going to do a flat 3.
No,
right?
No. We have a air barn.
Right.
That has trampolines in it, and it has a ramp that we get pulled down a winch on, and then we jump onto an airbag. So most of the summer we're just there on the trampolines and hitting the ramp, getting reps of tricks, and then in the fall we start taking them to snow. So
in a super safe environment, you're free to test it out and see what you're capable of and practice that, because there's this is like gymnastics in the air, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. But how'd you get into this? Were you a little kid hitting those the snow gun jumps and just like all little kids love to get air, right?
Yeah.
But how did you decide? Hey, I'm gonna go for this.
So my brother, I skied park originally.
Okay.
And that was kind of my thing, but My brother was on race team for a long time, and then he had friends on the mogul team, so he started doing that while I was doing park, and then I watched him do it, and it looked really fun, so that made me want to switch over, and now I'm here.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
So, where are you in standings, and what's your future look like for this season? What are you shooting for?
Well, this season I'm really excited because it's my first NORAM, which is the top 20 skiers in the country competing in Park City.
Right.
So that's real. I've never done one of those. And then middle of March I have junior nationals, and then the end of March I have nationals in New Hampshire.
Well, great. We'll be keeping our eye and seeing how your progress goes. Have you noticed? This year we don't have as much snow. Last year we had a ton of snow. Different resorts that you're traveling around to different resorts all the time. Have you noticed differences in the course? I'm sure there's a lot of prep that goes into the course. Yeah.
Yeah. Squaw Valley was our first competition this year.
Right.
And that was rough because it was just so warm there that it was almost snowing, but it was just rain.
Oh,
so the course, we had to step the course and then slip it, and it ended up freezing at night. So it was a whole mess, but the weather has definitely had an impact on the courses that we go to. Yeah.
So you talked about slipping the course. You guys actually, as competitors, help out the crew that's putting the course together, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. When they let us, they usually have a crew of people chopping the jumps and fixing the jumps up. But whenever we can
whatever
volunteer.
You need to do, right. But that's cool. There's some ownership and some appreciation, and I would imagine you're also looking at the conditions and like, oh, this is what I've got to do too.
Yeah.
That's great. Did you have any role models growing up, or how did anyone that inspired you to be your best?
I think it was just the older kids that I skied with.
Right.
Watching them ski, it was so fun because I mean, there were really no pro mogul skiers that I knew of that I was watching every day. It was just the older kids on the team who I wanted to ski like them.
Right. Do you still get a chance to get out with your buddies and recreationally ski and hit those snow gun jumps again?
Yeah, it's really fun. That's always nice.
Yeah. It's your passion for just getting out on the mountain and skiing and having fun. Well, thanks so much for being with us, Luke. It's been great getting to know you, getting to know your sport, and hopefully we'll have you back on here maybe after NORAMs if you dominate there.
Hopefully, that would be awesome.
I want to thank our sponsors for making Athlete of the Week possible. Patrick Buchanan with State Farm Insurance, Sun Valley Associates, a tradition of excellence since 1962, and Dr. Tom Archie with Inner Health MD, family medicine the way it used to be, the Board Bin, fun in the sun and fun in the snow, and Zenergy's Pivot, their new studio opening this month. I'm Michael David with Eye on Sun Valley Sports, keeping my eye on Wood River Valley sports for you.
Eye on Sun Valley, daily local news from beautiful Sun Valley, Idaho.